Welcome back, and if this is your first time watching, my name's Brandon, and I sell men's clothing on eBay. Today we have the Thrift haul from the Rose Bowl Flea Market. There's 92 items total. I spent $1,470 for an average buy cost of just under $16. If I remember what I paid for the item or for the group of items, I'll let you guys know, but I don't want to waste too many times because there are a lot of items here, and I'd like to get through all of them in one video. So the first 20 items or so are a bunch of Western shirts. The brand is Plainsman. They're all new with tags. And I've never sold this brand before, but I thought I could do pretty decently on them at the price that I got them. I ended up spending $325 on the 21 Western shirts. 20 of them are this. They are in different colors, but very similar. And then there is one Wrangler brush popper. So let me fly through the rest of these. Like I said, they're all the same, just a little bit different print, and they are all new. So I'll go ahead and fly through those. And just grab all of them right here. I'm not going to make you guys look at every single one. Here is the one Wrangler. It is a brush popper, which is more of like that thick, waterproof with the white on the inside. This is also has a little tiny bit of a tag right there. So this one's also new. And I think I could get probably like 75 bucks for that one. So more of these Plainsmans. I did look them up, and I think they had like a maybe 70% sell-through. There wasn't a ton of volume on them, but I don't think any of them were new, and these have great prints. So, like I said, I think those should sell pretty well. These next two items here I bought as a lot. I ended up paying 25 bucks for the two of them. Here's a Surfline Hawaii shirt. It is pretty distressed. It's missing the bottom button, and there are some spots on it. But for, $12.50 or however you want to split it up, that's going to be very good. And this is a Territory Ahead shirt with a crazy pattern. This next set is 6 items. I paid 180 bucks for them. If you watched my actual video at the Rose Bowl Flea Market, this is the one that I negotiated on for a long time. I didn't think we were going to come to a deal. Ended up coming back and making a deal. So this is a Scully Western shirt. So this would be really good if it was a men's because it has the embroidery and the smile pockets, but it is a women's, so I'm not sure how well it'll do. I'm going to guess maybe like 25, 30 bucks. Here's a Pendleton wool jacket, snap button jacket, USA made. So these two jackets were the main reason that it was so expensive. I have another Pendleton full zip wool jacket right here. Both of those are men's. Here's a Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt. Has fish all over it, all kinds of different fish. Not the most desirable Rain Spooner, but still probably 25, 30 bucks. A vintage Nike mock neck with the embroidery on the neck. I have another one of these in black right now, listed for I think 40. It'll probably sell between 30 and 40 bucks. So I think I should get the same for that one. And this is the last item from that lot. It's a Pendleton in a great size, XL, and it is a snap button. So that should also do really good. This next lot is, I think, 27 items, and I ended up spending 420 bucks. Most of them are Rain Spooners, and I didn't even look very close at them. They're from one of my vendors that I always buy from. They set aside a bunch of Rain Spooners when they can for me. So there are a couple Pendletons here on the top. This one's brand new, size large. Just a plain red one, but being brand new, it should do pretty well. Another Pendleton, this is the Field shirt. And with Pendletons, you need to be very careful because the majority of them are either going to be very shrunk or they are going to have holes in it. So you're going to want to look closely. You can still sell some of the ones that are, I would rather probably sell one that has a few small holes than is shrunk. Usually once they get shrunk, they're pretty hard to sell. Here's a vintage Harley shirt, pretty old. It's on the old Hanes tag, so I'm pretty sure this is from the 80s. And it is a cutoff though. Now we jump into the Rain Spooners. Pretty basic Hawaiian one. The basic ones go for like 25 to 35 depending on size. Pretty basic one. The print on this one's actually pretty good. It looks pretty basic, but the ones that have all over flowers that are a little bit colorful tend to do pretty well. This one has a little bit of an interesting print. Still pretty basic. So this one is floral, but it has some of the dotting kind of like it's paisley. So that might do a little bit better. This is probably one of the better ones in the lot, I'm guessing. So usually the Dietrich Varese rain spooners do pretty well. This one has a really interesting print, like an Asian print with koi fish and bonsai tree and a few different things. So that one I actually expect to do pretty well, probably 50 plus. This one has like the Hawaiian Islands on it, so should probably also do pretty well. Ooh, I didn't even notice this till right now. This one has dragons all over it. That one could do really well as well. That could be another 50 plus one. This one's pretty decent. Has like some floral and some tribal. So usually these Joe Kealoha's rain spooners don't do very well. So that one might only get sold for like 20, 25 bucks. Haven't even looked these up yet, but I had a feeling they're going to do pretty good. If I end up looking them up, I might pop some comps up here somewhere if they're really good. If not, I'll just let you guys look at them. But they are Wrangler Hawaiian shirts, and they're also like a pearl snap. This one isn't a pearl snap, it's just a regular button, but it's another Wrangler Hawaiian. Never sold a Wrangler Hawaiian shirt, but I love selling Wrangler, and I love selling Hawaiian shirts, so either way, I'm happy to give it a try. It's pretty good. It has some surfers on it. Rain spooner, probably like 30, 35 bucks. A Disney Hawaiian shirt, probably not that great, like 20, 25 bucks, but it was in the lot, and like I said, he's one of the vendors I buy from a lot. I wasn't going to pull out one shirt. I'm just happy to keep doing business together. So sometimes that might mean taking a shirt or two that you don't really want. And it's still going to be profitable, but just not as profitable as I might like. More rain spooners. You can also tell the condition of a rain spooner sometimes just by the feel of it. Sometimes, so these are the cotton polyester blends. So they're usually a little bit thicker, a little bit stiffer. As these start to get more worn, they get softer. So if you have one that's pretty stiff still, that's actually a good sign. That means it's probably not very worn. Another one of the Joe Kealoha Hawaiians. This one does have a really interesting print with, I think that's the Pope on it maybe? Tell me what you guys think. Is that the Pope right there? If so, some of the more religious rain spooners go for crazy money. I can't remember the exact one, but if you look deep enough, you can find it, and it goes for like over 100 if it has like a certain religious figure on it. This is a youth one, but it is Mele Kalikimaka. Some of my favorite rain spooners. I probably need to get going faster because, like I said, there's 92 items here. Wolverine camo shirt. I don't think I looked that up, but should do just fine. Pendleton wool shirt. This is more of a lightweight wool one, not like quite so flannelly. Shaw neck polo Ralph Lauren with the elbow patches. I just picked up one of these from the thrift store recently too. This could be real interesting. It's not in a very good size though. It's probably like a small, maybe even like a women's small. Here's the tag on it. If I could show you guys, it's kind of faded and I think part of the tag's cut. Have to look up the year on this. This could be like a 70s, but usually these old college pieces can do really well. So we'll have to see about that. This is a Surfline Hawaii shirt. I ended up paying 20 bucks for this by itself. The collar is very worn, so might only sell for like 30 to 35 bucks. Not too much profit. This last stack here, I think it's like 35-ish items. I paid 500 bucks for them. And yeah, there's a bunch of different things here. Tundra sweater. The tundra sweaters can do pretty well. If it looks more like a Kuji one with like the knit multicolor, those are going to do actually really, really well in the Tundra brand. Kobe champion jersey. And a second one. Those are always good. Michael Jordan All-Stars jersey. I will have to double check that this is authentic, but as long as it is, it'll do well. And it looks pretty good, that's why I ended up getting it. A vintage Lee denim jacket, Sherpa lined. It's in a good size too. I'm not exactly, it's an extra large, yeah. I was like, that's a good size for sure. Vintage Chicago Bulls shirt. Most vintage Chicago Bulls stuff does good. Vintage UCLA crew neck sweater. Vintage starter Lakers shirt. Polo Ralph Lauren Harrington jacket. Vintage Lakers nutmeg crew neck with like a little bit of a mock neck. Vintage Pro Players Oakland Raiders crew neck. I think this is a better Patagonia better sweater. Men's XL, I think. Polo Ralph Lauren lamb's wool sweater. That's actually a full zip too. Full zips obviously do better than quarter zips. Patagonia better sweater. I think this is an extra small. Not the best size, but not a horrible item. Pendleton sweater. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check if this is a men's or a women's. But it's kind of like that. It's kind of Sherpa-y. Kind of not. These next two leather jackets were a good portion of that $500. I think the breakdown that he wanted was like $150 just for the two leather jackets. This one's a vintage Banana Republic. I think it's the Safari line. Travel and Safari, yeah. See if we can get it to focus a little bit. I haven't looked this up yet, but I'm sure it's going to do good. And then I have another one of these. I don't know if it's the same year and same brand, but it's one of the U.S. Navy bomber jackets. The flight jackets. And these usually do pretty well. Most of these are like 100 plus. And a 42, that's a decent size. Kahala Hawaiian shirt. I don't pick up all these. I usually try to pay less than $10 for them as long as they're the handcrafted in Hawaii ones. I actually didn't even look if this one was. Yeah, this one is. But the main reason I picked it up is because it's a Christmas one. Walls puffer vest. Downfill. This is really cool. It's a women's, but it's a Stussy like snap jacket shirt. Sweet embroidery right there. I thought that was really, really cool. This is a vintage Izod Lacoste sweater. These can actually do surprisingly well. The vintage ones, they almost always have some kind of issues with them, whether they're super shrunk or holes, but that one looked pretty good. Dragonfly. Dragonfly's a pretty good brand to pick up in like these Y2K shirts with embroidery. Those flame guitars should do pretty well. Patagonia flannel. It's a cool Stussy shirt. Rain Spooner, and it's the Joe Kialoha, and it's a women's. But usually from this vendor, I try to buy as much as possible. We have a great relationship. They give me a good deal. So anything that I think even can be somewhat profitable, I'll usually try to grab just so I can keep that relationship. And I want to be buying as many items from them as possible. High Seas. These usually do okay. Another item that's like not great, but I still want to buy it because it is profitable. Rain Spooner. This is one of the rain spooner tags you want to be looking out for. It's an older one. I think all of these are from the 80s. And it also has like the topless lady on it. This is a vintage Harley shirt. It's like a Henley. And I think it says Creature on it. Not sure about that one, but this is a vintage, I think from 94 Harley shirt. Vintage Champion reverse weave, just solid gray. Viella. I bought a bunch of these from the thrift store not that long ago, and I've sold these before. They're like a wool blend. They usually sell them at $25 to $30. Carhartt Pearl Snap. Western style. Polo Ralph Lauren long sleeve rugby. And the last item is this 700 fill marmot jacket. Good time of year to be getting that. That's all the items from the thrift haul. If you want to see any of these sell, you can watch my What Sold series where I show my daily eBay sales. Doesn't matter what item it is, how much it's sold for, I show all of them. So tune into that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.